The top 1% of dropshippers make 99% of the money. So why is that, right? Let me put it like this. Here you have a wall, and here you have a ladder. Now, what is this ladder? Ladder represents the 1%. You have 95% of dropshippers that stay broke, don't do anything. They won't put in that 1% to actually get in that 5% of people that actually make money and succeed long term. So what is the 1%? 1% is the small stuff. It's the small stuff that's going to garner a big return in the long run. So spending the $20 on a ring light, the $30 on a chest mount to record organic, spending money on CapCut Pro, small stuff like that that's going to differentiate. Like most people, let me put it like this, don't do what most dropshippers do. Because most dropshippers don't succeed. If most dropshippers, especially organic dropshippers, if you're going to watch a free course and most people utilize the stuff in that free course, and then most people don't succeed, why are you gonna do that, right? Old keys won't open new doors. So why are you gonna do what most people do and not expect to get what most people have got? It's pretty simple. I'm just gonna hit you guys with value here. So with the burner accounts, 95% of people, they are just screwing up the entire burner account method. I'm gonna explain this right now. There's the 5% of dudes that actually use the burner account method properly. 95% of people, they're just wasting their time. Because most people, they treat like they're coping, right? They're getting their dopamine maxing. They're just like scrolling, they're brain rotting their brain. They're not actually being conscious about like, oh, this is an actual product. What's the philosophy? What's the marketing angle? How can I utilize this? What hooks did they use? What setting? Like all that kind of stuff. Like, why am I actually sitting here watching this video? They're just scrolling and brain rotting away, coping, saying, oh, it's for this, it's product research. I'm gonna make money from it. That's not the case. Let me explain that, because here's the thing, 95% of people with burner accounts do it wrong. Okay, it's not an account health issue, it's not this, it's not that. I'm gonna explain right now how you can actually have a top 5% burner account. So most people, when they do the burner account method, typically they'll just look up TikTok, maybe buy it, or they'll look up, my wife's boyfriend or something like that, just those typical regular things. Here's the thing, you guys gotta stop. If you watch a YouTube video and 1 million people have watched that, what competitive advantage do you have in the market? None. Zero. If you're doing what every single other person is doing, you're going to get what here's the thing, if every single person, who had a 9 to 5 got a Lamborghini, then I get a 9 to 5, right? It's pretty simple. So you have to do what people aren't doing to get results that people won't get, right? It's pretty simple. Let me put this into perspective with the burner account. So most people, they look up TikTok, maybe buy it. They do this, whatever, they're scrolling, and they're just seeing those regular, terrible dropshipping products. They're seeing those they're seeing the 95%ers, right? They're seeing the volcano humidifying products. And that's pretty much that's 80% of the products you're gonna see on a burner account. Not if you set up the burner account properly though. So here's how to actually set up a burner account properly. Essentially, and this goes for Instagram and TikTok. Here's the thing, if you really want to find good products, the organic creatives are going to come to you. The products are going to come to you. So you want to make a new account. Obviously, make sure the account's healthy and whatnot. You want to have the account, it's solid, and you want to scroll. Okay, you want to scroll. You don't want to look up TikTok. No, nothing to do with e-commerce, nothing to do with products online, nothing to do with e-com like shopping, online shopping, anything. No Amazon fines, nothing. Just make an account and just warm it up regularly and scroll. And then the products that come to you organically without you actually having to go search for them are going to be good products. Now, obviously, it's going to take a little more time to warm the account up, but in my personal opinion, you're going to make more money. It's like the cost return is just 1,000,000% there. Please understand that. So, of course, you're going to get a bunch of products that are white labeled, branded, private labeled, etc. But you're going to get a lot of other products that are actually good dropshipping products from actually good organic dropshippers that have potential, okay? You're going to get in early to certain products. And not only are you going to get the actual products, you're going to have proof of concept for the entire ecosystem around the business. Not only are you going to have the landing pages, the sales processes, the organic videos, the hooks, the settings, the marketing angles, the philosophies, everything. Everything is there. I want you guys to understand that. So don't go and do the TikTok. TikTok maybe buy, it's probably the worst thing that I've ever seen anybody do ever. Let me think. 90% of organic, like people are like, oh, we got 20,000 views. I'm like, okay, look at the comments. People are too busy chasing numbers. They're not chasing the right numbers. I'd rather have 100,000 views in the United States than 1 million views in India or some random country with no purchasing power. I want you guys to understand that, because when it comes to organic dropshipping, the purchasing power of the currency of the viewer is 1,000,000% I guess an effective. It's definitely one of the biggest factors that come in if they're going to purchase or not in the conversion rates, right? If you have 100,000 sessions from India, who's really gonna buy? No hate to the Indian guys, but who's actually gonna buy, right? You wanna be chasing the right numbers. So if you have 20,000, you have 100,000 views, but if all the comments are just like, need, want, I'll tell you right now, you have a swamp, a ecosystem of 95% dropshippers that it's just burner accounts interacting with burner accounts. Please understand that. It's just, other burner accounts posting on their accounts and then commenting on other people's accounts so they can get more burner accounts and be like, maybe this is a product, maybe. On your burner account, when do you actually see products that work? You don't. It's just a bunch of products that are like 4 likes, 30 likes. Maybe you'll see like a 15,000 like one the most. That's nothing. That is nothing. I had a client do 100 million views this week on his second store ever. Now, obviously, that's a crazy stretch, and I'm not gonna say you guys are gonna get 100 million views on your first thing, but do you see what I'm saying? This is not some, 30,000 views, da-da-da. Stop with the TikTok made me buy it stuff. You have to be doing different things to get different results. If you've been dropshipping for more than 4 months and you haven't made money this Q4, you are seriously behind, and you need to sit down and look yourself in the mirror and be like, okay, what am I doing? For anybody who's watching from a country that speaks a different language and your currency has buying power, choose a product from the US or the UK and just run it there. I knew a guy from it's like Switzerland, and he just ran the most saturated organic product in the last 6 months, and he just did the fucking organic video in German. And guess what? Guess what happened? He made $12,000 off of like 400,000 views. Profit, by the way. 12,000 profit. Is that not crazy? And all he did was he introduced a same product that proof that it worked into a new market. It's that simple. That's the 1% right there. That's what most people aren't going to do. I'll tell you guys right now, it's going to take 10 times longer than you think it's going to be. Hitting 10K a month is the most physical and mentally strenuous thing you're ever going to do in your entire life. I don't care about running a marathon, hitting 10, especially with e-com, it is going to be the most strenuous goal you're ever going to go after, ever. I'm not gonna sit here, I'm not gonna cap, I'm not gonna lie and say, oh yeah, it's gonna be super easy, just click the link in the description and I'll take, no, that's not the case. It is going to be hard. Every single person who hits it can agree with me. Going from 0 to 10K a month is way harder than going from 10 to 50 to 10 to 100. It's a breeze at that point because you already have the proof of concept. You have to wear so many hats when it comes to e-commerce, especially organic e-commerce, okay? When it comes to, you have to wear so many hats. You have to wear, you have to learn landing pages, funnels, sales processes, UGC creators, how to manage a team, how to actually go viral, but not only how to go viral, how to actually make your ads product aware and viral at the same time. I've seen people that got 400 to, I've seen people with 5 million, 6 million, 16 million views on a fucking TikTok video, and guess what? They don't have any sales because the video was more viral than it was product aware. So they just really focused on getting a video that was viral and doing this and doing that, but the video wasn't actually product aware to where the people were like, okay, this is somebody trying to sell me something. This is somebody trying to, I guess, they weren't aware that it was an actual account selling a product or an advertisement. They were just like, oh, cool, viral video. When it comes to people actually interacting with your videos, people need to like for a reason. People need to double tap for a reason. People comment for a reason. People need to share whatever. Your videos are one-dimensional. And 99% of the times, it's not a creative issue, but most of the times, it's an account health issue. I'll get to that in a second. But you have to make sure that your videos are actually, they're not one-dimensional. People need a reason to interact, people need a reason to comment, etc. You can't have your videos be boring. There has to be controversy, there has to be a hook, there has to be everything. But a lot of the times, it's not a creative issue, it's more an account health issue. So you can have great creatives, but you haven't actually put the time into warming up the account, making sure your email is healthy, etc. So you just post a bunch of videos and all of that goes to nothing, right? You're just reposting somebody else. Oh, let me just run a theme page, reposting other people's videos. And once I get 10,000 views, then I'll do it. Like, no. People care too much about the actual quality of the creatives, which obviously is very important, and not enough about the account health, because the account health is the building blocks. It is the rudimentary foundation of how you're actually going to go viral. There's a million different hats you have to wear when it comes to this game, right? Like I had a client who was 16 and he hit 100. Here's what I'll do. I'm gonna link these 2 videos down below. It was a case study on his store. Now he did $100,000 in a month at 16. I think I did that case study when he was at, I think $70,000 a month. So I just want to make sure you guys, like, I'm not lying. It was like updated. I can show you everything if you need. But I did an interview and I did a case study breaking down his exact videos, his products, his website, everything. He got 100 million views on an Instagram reel organically, didn't spend a dime on paid ads. I'm gonna link both of those videos down below so you can watch those as well. Please understand, guys, the top 1% of dropshippers are making 99.99999% of the money right now, and you need to be different. The market is completely different than it was like 3-4 months ago, even 2 months ago. It is a different game. And I want you guys to understand that. It's not that simple. It's hard. You have to do things differently. You have to put in that 1%, be creative, because behind that 1% is all the money in the world. And most people, they're stuck at the bottom, they're stuck in the swamp, they're stuck in the low-hanging fruit. You wanna sell the sizzle, not the steak, okay? You don't wanna sell the flight, you wanna sell the destination, especially with your problem-solving products. You don't wanna sell the problem or the process of the product fixing the problem. You wanna sell the solution, right? I didn't buy the ring light because I had to like screw it and put it together myself. I bought it because the lighting, I was like, okay, good lighting. I didn't buy you see what I'm saying? Like, I didn't buy the camera because I was like, oh, I have to go get a little thing on the top for the mic and I have to get the lens for it and this. No, I just bought the camera because I just saw a video of it, the recording. I was like, okay, solid camera, let me go buy it. Does that make sense? I can sit here, and this is way much more of a technical, e-commerce, organic related, spitfire value, technical dropshipping video, more than it was the typical videos I do, and I hope you found value. If you want to join the private community, the link's in the description. If you want to book one-on-one to be a client, like, you know, the dude that did 100 million views in his second store first week at 16, or, you know, the client that I did the interview with down below, you can book a call down below. If you want to follow me on Instagram, @RealSmithReese, I drop hella sauce on there. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, have an absolute blessed day.